Hi, everyone. It's been a minute since I was on. I think it's been 7 days. And today I wanted to talk to everyone about what is practical metaphysics. Well, practical metaphysics should be looked at as the same way that other people look at their religion. So people can take metaphysics as a religious act uh, with, well, once you learn how to use the techniques that are offered, such as metaphysical, mystical prayer, which is meditation, you can achieve a lot of things in your life and bring things to fruition, things that you never even thought you could. So, like I said, it is like any other religious practice. So, the first thing that you want to do is you need to learn how to meditate. So, meditation, a person could use an object, or they could just look at the wall, or they could use, like an Indian, uh, I forgot what you call them, but they're like circles or designs. Indians have those. And then you could use a mantra, something that you want to say, such as in meditation, we would use affirmations. And even people who are into doing wrong things, say negative witchcraft or uh, negative, doing a curse or something like that, they use mantras, and those are their spells and negative affirmations, as it were. But so first of all, in order to have a to regulate a regular practice of metaphysics, one would want to learn how to meditate. So meditation, for beginners, would be, perhaps you would want to start off with a candle. If you can't, if you don't have a candle, you could just start off with a piece of paper and a focal point, like a circle in the middle of a piece of paper, and you could focus on that. And so then you get the paper and you have it set in a clear place, uh, for use when you get ready for it. But first of all, you would want to make sure that you have at least 20 minutes of quiet and peace where nobody is going to disturb you. And then you either get your positive cognition, which would be your positive affirmation down, what you want to say to yourself, because when you're praying, you're praying to God, but God is within, so you're praying kind of to yourself, and that you will learn more about later. So then we can use the candle, or we can use a vocal point if you don't have a candle. Then you have your positive affirmation that you're going to say. So the positive affirmation would need to relate to what you would like to achieve. So if you are talking about your health, then you would need to have your positive affirmation geared towards your health. I am a healthy person. I I am able to achieve health by whatever means you want. Or you don't even have to say that. You just kind of are asking yourself to get ready to receive health. If it is wealth or prosperity that you want, you should meditate on, I am wealthy, I am prosperous. And then I would also go into seeing myself doing the things that I need to do to be prosperous and to be wealthy. If it is a meditative prayer for protection, then you could take your mind through the things that you would need to do for protection, such as some people will put themselves in a protective bubble, or they would put themselves in a protective skin. Um, and then further, to go further with that, you want to do some breathing exercises with your meditation. Sometimes when you're doing meditation, you become apprehensive or afraid a little bit. You feel a fearful feeling about going forward, especially for beginners. You will want to breathe into that feeling. You never want to run away from it, because it really isn't. It would be like a false ego trip. It's like underlining social training is this is bad, and so those things come up, and you don't run from them. You breathe into them and extinguish them. So it would be breathing in 2, 3, 4, hold that feeling 2, 3, 4, and breathe out 2, 3, 4, and relax. When you breathe in and hold your breath and close your eyes and breathe out and hold it out and be still and wait. Between the breaths is when you're most in contact with the ethereal part of you, I would say, and closer to God at that point, because you're at a peace lapse right in those moments. So, prayer, you need to pray in quiet and stillness and look inward. So, meditation in a quiet place, in a place where you can be still, you can get still and be still, is what you're looking for. So then, when you do this, you're able to look inward, and that right there is where the candle flame would be important. Because if you sit and look at a candle for 10 minutes and try to clear your mind of any extra stuff that you just need to get in a peaceful state, you'll see the flame with your eyes open. At the end of 10 minutes, you want to close your eyes and stay visual on the flame that's within. That's like not the first step, but that's pretty much towards the beginning of your meditative practices. And then your mind is open, because that flame would represent the center of your brain, your pituitary gland, or your soul point. Okay. So then, that's explained about the candle, and I hope everybody can go ahead and do that. So as I was saying, it depends on what you are. Excuse me. The way that you gear your meditation depends on what you're meditating for. Like I said earlier, if it's for health, wealth, protection, then you would look at things. What does that mean to you? And those pictures. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these phone calls now. Gosh. But anyway, the pictures that you make need to be related in your mind. The pictures that you make during meditation should be related to what your needs are. And it's not like you have to assume somebody else's idea of what your needs are. You want to go for the feeling that you get, as well as what your picture of wealth is, what your picture is of health is. So you have a picture of health. Well, how does it make you feel when you see yourself when you see that picture of yourself of health, what's the feeling that goes with that? So as you're meditating and praying, you want to also invest your effort towards those feelings. So, because it's a feeling of being in that creates, that helps to manifest the thing that you want. It's like if you ever heard of The Secret, and you can get online and go to thesecret.com and you get some information about The Secret. But really, The Secret is like kindergarten compared to a full-fledged practical metaphysics. But then that everybody got to start somewhere. I did do The Secret, and it was very good. But it also kind of teaches you that that you have to do something in order to get what it is that you want. Metaphysics is more of a matter of you need to think something in order to get what you want. But everybody will look at it in whichever way they please, and there's no wrong way. The thing is that after you have a knowledge and you don't reach out or you don't try to achieve that thing in your life, boo-hoo for you. So then the closeness, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So let's say that you're trying to achieve a closeness with God. See, that means that you want to connect with the God mind within you. And then you use the intent. I want to connect with God within me. Then how does it feel to be connected to God? What is the ultimate feeling of love, joy, peace, no lack ever? Uh, what is that feeling like for you? What does that mean to you? So there again, you go for the meaning along with the feeling, the picture, the meaning along with the feeling, and have your closeness with God. Then the same thing for if you're trying to affect wealth and prosperity for yourself. So what does a person have when they're wealthy? Well, maybe you might want to display your wealth with a new car on the way to getting it, of course. You're going to do everything. You're going to meditate on it. Then you go out and do the things that would procreate or procure, what's that word, procure the wealth that you want. So in lieu of doing those things, you would have a picture. Well, I would like to have a royal blue sports model Cadillac packed with everything. And oh, it's got to have black accents. And you just go so far as to every detail. Would it have wood interior at the dash? Does it have like a cool clutch handle for shifting? Is it two-seater? And can we make that a four-seater so we can fit those grandkids in? Just paint your own picture. And along the way, see yourself prosperous. See yourself driving that Cadillac. See yourself doing the things and acting and feeling the way that you would feel if you had that Cadillac. All right, that's it. I'm turning this phone off. Besides being a minister of metaphysics and a card carrying clergy in the state of Missouri, I am a licensed professional psychotherapist, and I do trauma therapy and so phone calls. So I should have knew better. Excuse me for that. Okay, so we went over a way to do it, the closeness to God, which is anybody who's serious about practicing a religion, well, a positive religion, in this country would want to have a closeness with God, and maybe the world over, because I think that that's what all religions are after. All people are after a closeness with God. The religions are trying to teach the masses how to have a closeness with God, and so that would be first and foremost. But practical metaphysics is the practice of continuing the religion of metaphysical practice, a daily thing. You wake up in the morning, you establish your protection if you think you need to, and then the closeness with God. I establish a closeness with God at the first thing, because I feel that a closeness with God is, or the universe, you could say, because I feel that right there um, gives you all the protection that you would ever need. One drop would last you a lifetime, and probably a bunch of other people too. That's how big my God is. My universe is inside of me and all around me, and everything else that I want to touch. Um, Even though sometimes we don't see it that way. So until I get back up on this mode of communication, I would like you to look into some of the training at the University of Metaphysics, or look up metaphysics and candle meditation. I would like you to start trying to gear yourself towards daily meditation for a short while and get in practice with that. So next week, we'll probably do like a little slight overview of this today's talk, and then move forward to a more focused and identified way of using meditation. There's yoga, different kinds, and there's just many different ways that you can become staunch in your practical metaphysical practices. So, thank you, and I hope that you have a blessed life. Well, we say, most people say, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed life. Until next time, in this eternal moment, um, be happy, be blessed, and be good to others, because when you're good to others, you're good to you. Thanks.